What if the childhood rules drilled into you, meant to keep things polite, are still steering adult life, secretly costing you money, time, and dignity daily? We think we outgrew those playground etiquettes, but they mutated. They look safe, even polite, yet they mislead us into bad calls. Stick around because rule number one is so common you probably broke it this week without noticing. Number 8, be nice, not honest. Be nice beat be honest in childhood. That sounds wholesome until adulthood turns it into a people-pleasing trap. You smile through nonsense, agree, and resent later. At work, this means staying late without overtime. At Thanksgiving, it's nodding politely while Uncle Joe explains crypto. Niceness feels safe, but honesty saves sanity. Fake kindness is stress disguised in a polite sweater. We call it courtesy, but it's quiet chaos. People burn out faster pretending to agree than speaking clearly. It's not about rudeness. A well-placed no or blunt truth keeps relationships healthier than silent smiles. Honesty trims resentment before it grows claws. Niceness without honesty is a time bomb, not manners. And if that already stings, wait until the silence around money leaves everyone broke, confused, and pretending they're fine. Number 7, never talk about money. We were told it's tacky to discuss money. It sounds polite, but silence makes bad deals thrive. Adults call it classy, corporations call it useful. Coworkers stay underpaid because salaries are secrets. Friends overspend because nobody compares bills. Scammers love this rule, it shields them with awkwardness. No data means no leverage. That's why Americans whisper about mortgages but shout about politics. Break the silence even awkwardly, share numbers with trusted people. The sunlight of truth makes markets fairer. Imagine if everyone at work compared paychecks, half the wage gaps would collapse overnight. Honest talk is messy, but it pays rent better than politeness. If money talk feels spicy, brace yourself. The next customer is always right. Rule convinces adults to tolerate nonsense for free just to look polite. Number 6, the customer is always right. That slogan sells products but wrecks humans. You've seen it. Someone yelling at Target staff because their coupon expired in 2014. Management caves, workers burn out, everyone else waits longer. The loudest clown wins the prize. Reality check, being a customer gives choices, not royalty. Respect goes both ways. The mantra trains service workers to accept abuse as normal. The quiet majority pays for one loud person's theater. That's not commerce, it's hostage etiquette. True loyalty is mutual respect. Good businesses drop toxic customers because dignity matters more than a fake slogan. So maybe stop applauding tantrums disguised as rights. And if bowing to jerks feels unfair, the next rule digs deeper. It teaches you to say yes until your Google Calendar cries for help. Number 5, never say no. Winners never quit sounds noble. In practice, default yes is chaos. Every yes borrows time from future you with ugly interest charges. Your energy becomes an unlimited credit card. Friends, bosses, even neighbors swipe it freely. Free pizza isn't rent, yet people keep moving couches for exposure. Saying yes without math builds resentment faster than calories at a Super Bowl party. A strong no creates room for meaningful yes. Boundaries aren't rude, they're accurate. Refusing the 4th committee or the 5th baby shower saves sanity. You don't earn respect by draining yourself. And if overcommitment already feels heavy, the next rule shows how worshipping first impressions tricks you into trusting shiny lies over messy truth. Number 4, first impressions are everything. Snap judgments feel efficient but mislead constantly. The halo effect paints whole personalities from one detail. Nice shoes equal reliable. Quiet equals unfriendly. The file never updates. Dating apps prove it. A polished profile picture hides chaos. NFL scouts once drafted based on jawlines ask the busts how that went. First impressions sell, but they rarely sustain. Slow reads often win. Meet twice. Ask more questions. Update the file. Our obsession with first impressions excuses lazy thinking. People miss real character while clinging to early guesses. Changing your mind feels weak, but it's wisdom. Snap judgments belong in traffic, not life decisions. And if mistaking halos for truth feels risky, the next rule says don't make a scene, the perfect fertilizer for problems to grow unnoticed. And number 3. Do not make a scene. Keep it down feels mature, but silence often protects bad behavior. You bite your tongue when service is awful, stay quiet when a coworker steals your idea. Calm looks classy, but it seeds resentment. The problem never dissolves, it ferments. Sometimes a respectful scene repairs what whispers can't. Complaints voiced clearly improve service. Standing up loudly in meetings steals back credit. It's not drama, it's accountability with volume. Avoiding scenes teaches you to reward nonsense with peace. That rule ages poorly in public and workplaces alike. Maturity isn't swallowing anger, it's choosing when to voice it properly. And if raising your voice already feels bold, the next rule doubles down. It tells you to dodge conflict entirely, even when truth needs heat. And number 2, keep the peace, avoid conflict. Peace is lovely when it's real. Fake peace is expensive. Dodging conflict doesn't save harmony, it mortgages it. Families bury tension under polite smiles at Christmas dinners. Offices call meetings productive while groupthink rots ideas. Silence feels safe, but it's unpaid debt. Avoidance breeds explosions later. Real harmony can't be faked into existence. Small conflicts today are cheaper than volcanic ones tomorrow. Healthy debates sharpen teams. Friends who argue honestly usually last longer. America pretends avoidance is maturity, but it's procrastination with extra frosting. True peace comes from solving, not smothering, disagreements. Stop mistaking quiet for harmony. And if dodging fights already feels too familiar, the final rule explains why crowds happily follow each other straight into stampedes and Black Friday chaos. Number 1. The majority knows best. Crowds feel safe but think lazy. If everyone believes it, we relax even when it's dumb. Herd instinct explains housing bubbles, bad fashion, and Black Friday stampedes. Majority comfort hides majority mistakes. Popularity is not evidence, it's peer pressure with better PR. Americans laugh at if all your friends jumped off a bridge, then follow TikTok trends off digital cliffs. Safety in numbers becomes outsourcing your brain. Use crowds as hints, not verdicts. The louder the agreement, the more skeptical you should be. When the room nods instantly, pause, check the map yourself. Because the crowd loves comfort, but comfort rarely loves truth. And if you think you're immune, remember, your playlist, wardrobe, and even coffee order probably prove otherwise already. So maybe real manners today aren't blind politeness. They're accurate kindness, honest money talk, and knowing when to break fake peace. What if the bravest etiquette now is rejecting the rules we inherited, so adulthood isn't playground obedience with higher bills? Drop a comment if you've unlearned a polite rule that wasted your time. Hit like if you've watched someone weaponize, the customer is always right. Share with that friend who says yes way too often. Thanks for hanging out. Subscribe now, because if there's one modern survival hack worth keeping, it's upgrading your curiosity with every new video that calls out unspoken nonsense.